Wow, 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 wow. What is bro's goal? Like, how? Where'd the charger go? Anyway. Yippee! I didn't do so good on my food and health test a few weeks ago, but I had been gone for a month before then because of something I couldn't study or anything. I got a total of 10 out of 23. It went off a point metric. You have a subject that is like food and health? That's cool. That's interesting. Chinese sweatshop workers feeling 1% of the pain streamers go through on a daily basis, bro. They could never comprehend the struggle I go through every day. They just can't, bro. Let's go, Eric. The grind set paid off. Bow, 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 bow. Also, guys, I noticed today that on the Raiders release date, I'm not gonna be home, which is so annoying. I'm gonna be home like 3 days after the Raiders release date. I think I'm legit gonna uninstall all my socials for those 3 days to not get like spoiled on anything, so I can go into it fully blind. I might even, like, since I don't really have any way to play it, or, I mean, I could play it earlier on a trip with my friends, but that would be really weird. Like, I pull out my Switch to play, like, all my friends are drinking beers, and I'm there playing Splatoon Raiders. I don't know. I might not do that. Who knows, though. But yeah, I might just, like, try to avoid all, like, trailers or any, like, preview stuff coming out for Raiders in the future, as to, like, go into it, like, fully blind. When it comes out. Aw, bullshit. We'll drop that my blob. Can you get Kraken off? Huge Kraken. Aw, fuck, bro. That guy's so low. Aw, nice flank by my guy, but he actually just fucked up. Oh, wow. Bow, 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 bow. Whoa. That's a lot of, lots of shots. All of y'all are confirmed Angsteaders, by the way. Okay, bro. Says the baby in the chat, not even allowed to drive, bro. Oh, come on. Nice Taylor, got check. I think it was necessary to reset that. That's a little overkill, if you ask me. Oh. Oh, it's gonna be tough to come back from. Especially because we always have to kind of feed. Yeah, okay, well. Unfortunately, I can kill that. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Bro, I can drive. Trust, I have 100 hours in my car. And that's all you need, actually. That's the first question at any driver's test. Do you have more than 200 hours in Mario Kart? And then if you say yes, you just get the license. Immediately. So random ass kid saved his grandma from crashing because he played Mario Kart and he could somewhat operate a vehicle, and therefore I can 100% drive to some capacity. That's from some news headline a few years ago. I think I knew that one, yeah. Subnautica 2. Is there like a release date for that? But I mean me, yeah. It's just you, bro. I'm gonna be on X-Rank still. Oh, but like, I heard of like Subnautica having like some trouble with their like a bonus that they were supposed to pay out to the development team. And then there was like a whole thing of closing the studio and different weird things from the publisher, I guess, that did some weird fuckery, like as to not being obligated to pay out the bonus. And they definitely gonna get that bonus. They're gonna get their money, bro. Good for them. Dude, there's so many anime tits on my timeline. The fucking Golden Week thing with the golden bikinis is fucking crazy. Like I legit don't even have Twitter on my phone anymore. But like if I opened my phone in public, I could not. I would need to scroll on like low light settings, so low brightness settings, so not everyone could see the images. Like god damn. Suffering from success, bro. It's hard out here. Jobin, is 377 enough for top 500 in Clan Blitz? I think 377 makes you actually top 10 in most modes. I'm striving to get your power one day. Bum, 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 bum. And I think between games, I might just watch Charles' new video, the tier list he put out. Also, hi Ruffy, good evening. How you doing, man? Yeah, let me pull up the video. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Chara Splatoon. Dude, what the fuck? Chara has 141k subs? That's insane, bro. He earned like 20k subs from last time I checked. That's insane.
Day 263 of JOYMAXXING. Kyo has abandoned me, I can hear tri-strikes in my dreams. My only hope is Jared joining the call and coach me in Dualies Copium.
Bro, the thing is, like, I didn't even try to hit up Kyo yet. I mean, the next week is gonna be real stressful for me because I have some tests coming up and all that. So I'm thinking about like maybe moving it back one more week. Just give me one more week, guys. Okay, just give me one more week, Yuka. Don't be so hard on me. We just make Slusher, like the Slusher coaching week about 6 weeks longer than intended, but it's still completely fine. I could stop playing Slusher anytime, guys, trust me.
Hello everyone, it's been a while since doing a main channel tier list. In fact, the
Let's
last
go.
one I did was before third kid, so the way I rank things has changed a little bit. It's still focused on competitive play and zones only, since that's going to be the easiest to rank here, but I've changed how I rank it with the weapon kits. What you can see right now in the tier is what I'd consider the strongest weapon kit of each weapon, but I'm only going to rank one in each option. If you play a weapon, I'm assuming you can play all kits. So for weapons that have comparable weapon kits, such as Vanilla and Dapple Dooley's Nouveau, both of them would go in roughly the same spot, and if a kit is significantly worse...
I saw this solution F tier, Rukanji. It's clearly just thumbnail bait, right? Sploosh could never be an F tier. Never. It's the best gun in the game.
Then, well, it's not worth talking about. I will try to mention other relevant kits when the time does pop up, and if you think that a different weapon kit than the one I put here is better, good news, it doesn't change the ranking placement at all, so you can just substitute in your head. So, let's start with the lower tiers. These aren't going to be ordered, as I think the gaps in them don't really matter, and these are our bottom 5 weapons of the game. We have the Sploosh-O-Matic. I hope this isn't a terribly
No!
surprising placement.
How
Sploosh struggles a lot to get up close, and while
What
it
the
has gotten a number of
fuck?
buffs, including to its special, it still doesn't really...
I actually had some hope. Actually, I was like, nah, bro. Sploosh could never be in D tier. It's right at the bottom. Even my face cam hides it. He could never. No. First off in as well, yeah.
have any tools to succeed in a normal environment. There's a lot of things I could talk about here, but I think the most important one is just Dapple Doolies being better in pretty much every single way. Better weapon kits, mobility, consistent kill time, all while having comparable aspects.
Yo, fitness guy.
Splish is good at, like its DPS and mobility. Splish just doesn't really have a kit without any major flaws, and it's a very exploitable main weapon that just isn't worth building around.
What?
Is up next, and yeah, Aerospray is not too much different either. It's a main weapon that paints a lot, and it's a short-range spray shooter. This means its fighting capability.
Actually, let me queue back up. I'm just gonna switch my camera. And
Sploosh is F tier for a fucking awesome hashtag opium.
oh, let's go. Okay, now I'm gonna. I think I'm gonna do another scene and put it over there. Over there then. Why are you in the hotel? Oh yeah, you're right. You told about your business trip last stream. Oh, fucking hate Dynamo, bro. Kill yourself. Never mind. We're jolly maxing out here, guys. Fun stream. Haha. Fun only. You just quit the tier list after Sploosh was in the lowest tier. Yep. We rage quit watching the tier list. Oh hell nah. Bro, shoot him! Is the stream gonna be like the last one? No. I think I've won like 3 games already. That's 3 more games than last stream. Aw. Bro, I wish I could have lived. Might expose a shock like this. Ah. It's gonna search for Chara, but search for Chara by accident, and the first recommended was Chara AI. What the fuck is that? They could never AI Chara. Not my goat. Yeah, you did. Nice wipe. Ah, shit. Oh, sharted on them, bro. Full blast, no stops. Got it everywhere. Holy shit. Ah. Fuck. What do you mean, bro? Sometimes I just gotta get real, like. Aye! That was so far, bro. Okay, they might go for top right. She might be able to stop better. Yep. Oh, I couldn't get the shot off. Please live, bro. Oh, fuck. No. Oh, shit. Good wipe. Let's go. I'll be using the chat, everybody. I'll be using the chat. Thank you. Dun, dun. Whoa. Question for streamer in chat. Was there a way to change the main perk of Amiibo gear in Splatoon 3? Yep. You can change the main perk of any gear in Splatoon 3. You just go outside the lobby to this guy. And then you ask to add abilities. Then you select any gear by Amiibo. And you can switch the main ability for 45 chunks. Or in the case of comeback. Oh no, wait. Like there's also these that are like clothing type specific ones. So like you only like 15 of other specific ones. So yeah. You sound like a YouTube Shorts tuber. Bro, I wish I could farm YouTube Shorts. It's so fucking easy, dude. I wish I was good at farming shorts, but I'm not. Sadly not. He made a statement so educational, even his most illiterate subs learned something. Bro, I've said the most basic Splatoon knowledge thing that everybody of you that played the game like once in the last 2 years knows, but like Atmos didn't play the game since 3 years, so of course he wouldn't know. Wait, let me... Oh wow, why is my face cam doubled? Wait. Oh, cause I... Oh, okay, that's funny. The open invasion is coming. Wait, I think I just gotta pull this one out of the folder again. Now, there we go. And here, I should just be able to... Okay, never mind. Oh shit, it's locked. That's why I couldn't move it. Anyway, let's work on this in a second. Let's play first. I think I'm gonna play some more, and if we have a bad rotation or I don't want to play anymore, or we don't find games, then I'm gonna switch to reacting. Oh, okay, that was stupid. No, I'm not gonna make a full tier list like Chara. I don't have the grind set for that, and also, bro wrote a whole script for that. I'm not gonna make a script for tier list. I'm working on some other scripts though, but I sadly couldn't finish them before my exam. Oh fuck. Babies? Mr. Babies? You know something's happened? Chara ranked squashes in B. Why is that sad? Oh, that popped fucking fast. Was acting like a real life. Like real life is more important than Splatoon content. Good point, Atmos. I see you got that grind set. Really glad we got more Sigmas in chat. Okay, well that was pretty stupid. I don't know why I exposed myself there. Ah, fuck. Major page is on the real grind set. Every Rivals video has been replaced by Splatoon content. Yeah, that's all we need. Hopefully there was some tier opens in there. Some tier open videos. Surely. Oh, I swam right into that fucking shot. Hey, when that happens. 196, you got this. Okay. Trade is a trade. It's alright. Could be worse. Teammate, shoot him! Teammate, shoot him! What is so garbage, bro? Shoot his ass! Holy fuck! I'm suffering a stroke or something, dude. Holy shit, how much? Where did my shots go? Bro. Are we for real? Okay. Just gonna grab actually, because we slowly need to get going, you know. Okay, teammate, I would prefer for you not to die there. That's 52. Great teammate. Loved your attention to that. Amazing awareness, team. Amazing awareness. Really. Bro, please live! What the fuck is wrong with you? Why move in open space of the Zuka activated? Do I just swim back, bro? There's literally a wall to the left and to the right of you. Where are we going? What is the vision? Oh, bro, I swear I'm playing with guys with like 3 fucking brain cells total, dude. What the fuck? Ah. Okay, back to JOYMAXXING. I was like, bro, do I grab or do I save my strikes like so I can like repop or something? Oh wait, I gotta. Wait, I can clone. Ah, I can clone my. Wait. I need to clone my source. I forgot how to do that. I forgot I can clone my face cam, bro. Let's hijack the nugget. Good evening. Amazing. I legit don't know how my team fucked up that bad on the right side. Really incredible. Oh, wow. Really? What the fuck is that range? Holy shit. That's crazy. How do I clone this source? There we go. Clone source. Can this man get any jollier? I don't know. Most people think you can't. I can't. Oh shit. Sony face cam full. Sony face cam. Wait, so now I need to. Oh, holy fuck. Why I can't. I can't. Let go. Wait, and now I just... Properties? Cancel... We got the Teoception, bro. Wait, if I just... Wait. If I just... Oh, wait. Yes, sir. That's how we do it. Ah! Just gonna line it up like this. Now we good. Back to the gaming. Say Yoshel. Bro, how do you get yourself killed there? Come on. Okay, no one. Whoa, holy combo. Bro, is that guy losing X-Ray? Like, what the fuck? He's interacting everybody around corners. Aw, messing up my jump. Oh, bro. Dude, Sluxure is so ass at countering Splashdown. I mean, anything with slow-ish fire rate is, but Sluxure and Blaster, like, weapons that are otherwise very good right now, are really fucked. Dude, Rukanji, the setup is looking immaculate. Maybe even the best platoon setup anybody ever used. Oh. How late did I kill that guy? What the fuck? Please, why did you leave me alone? Oh, that's a very valuable trade. That was a huge trade, bro. Almost killed myself. Really cool. Oh, it's crazy. We didn't even get a checkpoint off that. I think we are in a wonderful lobby where people are again like too fucking stupid to go left. It's fucking Torps. Bro, please go left. Please go left. Teammate. Teammate, just look to the fucking right. What are we even looking at, bro? Yeah, let's get his ass. Thank you. My God. Wait, what the fuck are you guys talking about? Oh, you gotta play with a Pro Controller on your Switch Lite? Whoa. Oh, wait, dude. This needs to be here, otherwise, oh no. Why are these overlays so fucked? What the fuck, bro? It's like 10 times the size of the stream, actually. Of the actual canvas. Okay, that's one overlay. And that's the other overlay. Cool. Let's pull multi-chat over here. And we should be good. Hi, S-Man. Oh wait, no. Oh. Hi, Gaming Lucas. Thanks for the follow. I guess I need to reposition the Twitch overlay to over here. All right. There we go. What does glorp mean? Glorp is glorp. I'm glorp, my glorp till she glorp. It's just for Jolly Pill JOYMAXXers. You wouldn't get it. You wouldn't get it. All right. Okay. 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 All right. Okay. Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. Is glorp made from slime? No, glorp is made from glorp, bro. How don't you even know basic facts like that? But yeah, Gaming Lucas, hope you had a good day so far. And also, I hope you had a good weekend. Wow, 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 wow.
Hippity hoppity, time for sume printing.
Bro. Dude, whatever you were printing, I just know it wasn't a job application. No! Ooh, nice reef. Ah! Shit. Oh, huge. Huge, massive reef. Okay, no mind. Ah, my figure painted because of the burst, bro. Bursted all over me and then I couldn't move. Oh, no, 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 bro. Oh, fuck. Oh. Are we for real, for real? It's never Jova until it is truly Jover. Nice pop, nice pop. No! Fuck, I wanted to stall bottom left. Oh, this might be fucked. Oh. Oh, hell no. Oh, big reef. No! No, bro. Oh my god. Oh. If I hadn't died there with my strikes. It's all because I died with the fucking strikes, dude. I don't even know how I died there. Did I die to the slosher? I think I died to the slosher. I thought I was safe, dude. Ah. Dude, that game was so easy until we had those that DC. Man. Gotta put some respect on Agent 8, bro. I don't think there's anybody disrespecting Agent 8. Shoot his ass, bro! Aww. Okay, his ass is not turning around, I just know that. See? How do you feel like that? What the fuck, bro? Oh, dude. Yeah, GG's. Oh, dude. Of course, we had to get the DC the game before this, dude. Oh, teammate, my teammate doesn't even turn towards him. What the fuck? He doesn't even turn around. He sees me getting my asshole torn apart. He's like, nah, you can do that. You can do that on your own, bro. hammer, bro? Why that hammer? You alone against 4 people. What is the goal? What the fuck? Oh, bro, like, you know, my teammates are going down before I even kill a Rainmaker. Like, what can I do at that point? Holy shit, dude, this is so unwinnable. This game is the definition of unwinnable. Bro, stop eating! Bro! Like, I don't even... Bro, you are so garbage! Team! Oh, nah, bro. Hell nah. I didn't see anyone win a single 1v1 with value. Not a single fucking time, bro. Ay, 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 ay. Time to react maxing? A little more. I don't know, but what is the rotation after this? Good night, Atmos. Sleep well. Good night, good night. Hi, Nico Trish. Vegetation is zones on Eeltail and brown water. Yeah, I'd rather kill myself, bro. Aw, you? Alright, a little disappointed that the game just fucked me over with a DC. Come on! What the fuck? Hell no. Painting base as range blaster. Paints. I mean, that's first time I ever hear anything like that. Bro, how does one lose that 1v1? Please, Heavy. Please explain. Amazing strikes. Oh, I have double heavy. I have double heavy. Ugh. Double heavy and Dynamo and Rainmaker, bro. Dude, our team will not be pushing. Move forward. Oh my god. What the fuck? What? Are we for real? How? No, not even connection unstable? What the fuck? Like, for real? Like, come on. Like, not like not even my stream being laggy at any point or anything. Just the most random DC possible. What the fuck? Oh, bro, this fucking game is such a fucking joke. Yeah, like my internet is perfectly fine. If my internet wasn't, stream would have lagged. Anyway, let's watch Chara.
Can we watch YouTube Shorts, Daddy?
What was that? Nice, bro. But bro, I have like random disease super rarely. This is like, why now? First,
Abilities are extremely limited and his playstyle is
now first I have a DC on my team after pushing to 5 points, 100% win, and I just get that taken away, and then I DC at the most random time, bro. Like, come on.
pretty much exclusively spamming a special, a playstyle that Splatoon 3 has made weaker and weaker as the game goes on, which, good. Aerospray has a kit that's alright with Sprinkler Booyah Bomb, but the sub-weapon doesn't allow it any combat capabilities. The Aerospray that does, the one with Burst Bomb and Splatter Color Screen, has a special that is not worth getting like 12 of a game, especially given how valuable mid to long range is, the things that you probably don't want to get hurt by your own screen here. Aerospray's combat capabilities are also just fairly abysmal. Poor range, horrible shot accuracy, and the kill time is just not great because of both of those factors. Clash Blaster is up next. Even with its silly, overtuned radius size, it really doesn't change anything about the weapon's fundamental
What?
problem.
The best weapon in the game?
Move a little bit better
What
since
is
I
this
last
guy
talked about it,
talking
so
about?
it's
Why?
a
What the
little
fuck?
bit
What is Riot Games doing on my PC? What the
Blast Ray is also
fuck?
barely paints, making it quite difficult to trap opponents. Its kill time is extremely long. Its direct only combos with 2 indirects, making even
I didn't even
that
click
incredibly slow kill
anything.
time. And there is just
What do you
so
mean,
many
Riot
better
Games?
choices for blasters, with both S-Blast, Luna, and Normal Blaster being some of the strongest weapons in the game, which leaves Clash Blaster completely sidelined. Even its weapon kits are just not as good as those on any of the other blasters I just mentioned, which leaves it in a spot where there really isn't a reason to pick it at all over other options. I gotta be honest, Gootuber's probably the worst main weapon in the game. I've recently gone on a bit of an arc trying to 1-star every single weapon in the game, and seeing just how pathetically slow the first ring of charge time for Gootuber is Very
Okay,
sad. This is
no
one of the
ball
big weapons that
knowledge.
probably does have some
He doesn't
competition
know.
between it and the stamp
If he
kit,
would
both
see me
would be
play
better.
goo
I can see
once, it
even
would go
more.
up to
I'm
A
sure he
tier.
didn't care to put that much thought into it because
Clearly,
neither
Char
could
is
salvage
not a
the main
gooner.
weapon. This is just absolutely abysmal. Outclassed by Squiffer in pretty much every single way and having absolutely horrible times in fights. You can afford to miss a single shot on this weapon because in higher level matches, you
Just
won't have
hit
time
your
to get another
shots.
one. The tap
All
shot
I'm
is
hearing
its
is
best
skill issue,
quality,
bro.
and it's not really going to be doing a whole lot for the weapon when it's going to be dying so easily to other options. This weapon's overall attributes just do not give it any breathing room if you miss even a single shot, and that amount of punishment in a game like this is just way too harsh.
Wait. I heard if. If you miss a single shot. Just don't, bro.
Tier is Undercover Brella.
Bro, Eric, you don't have to spoil a tier list. What the fuck, bro? You're watching the video right now. Like,
isn't the worst thing ever. It does still paint a decent amount, and the shield can allow it to survive in some situations. With this kit probably being the best one, I guess. Torpedo is the better sub for it, but the splatter color screen that's attached to it is awful.
okay, we don't care.
This weapon just extends the accuracy buffs to the weapon have made its kill time issue honestly not that bad. Not that it's great by any means, but it's probably about where you'd expect this weapon to be. The main problem
Yeah, I don't care.
but certain options like Booyah Bomb or Strike will run over both pieces of that weapon kit at the same time. Its support capabilities are okay, but the weapon's poor speed and high difficulty to hit one burst.
Let's go H3 over Nova.
Dealing with so many of the options in this meta.
We're out of the
And that
bottom
also doesn't
5.
even mention its object damage, which is
H3
incredibly
stocks are
poor,
so
if
up
it's
right
ever
now.
fighting any kind of HP special like Crab, Bubble, or Inkvac, it's just cooked. Big Swig Roller is up next here, and yeah, this isn't going to be too different of a story from Nova. While its large hitbox and 40 damage are good combo numbers, its ability to fight for itself is incredibly limited and inconsistent, and it doesn't really have many weapon kits for doing so. Your two candidates for options here are going to be the one that does have Torpedo but is stuck with a triple splashdown, or the one that I think is probably a bit better here, which is Wall
DJ is not
Inkvac.
aura'd, yeah, but it
Because,
is in
yeah,
my
at least it
mind
can
and in
spam
my
a lot
heart,
of
and that's
Inkvac.
all that
Inkvac
counts.
is a pretty solid special since the HP buff it got a few months ago. Having 50% more health will do that, yeah. That said, I mean, there's only so much.
Crazy how many weapons are bottom tier just because they don't have a kit or have fucking inkjet. No, I mean, H3 does have a kit. Like, Wall Strikes is a kit.
I can say about this weapon.
It is an ass kit, though. No, it's an ass weapon, though, still. I mean, Goo has Torp, and missiles, bro. That is a kit. Okay?
To be honest, its vertical flick does have some potential, but it's proven to just be way too difficult to be worth it. The weapon can't find a balance between either of its playstyles, and it's just too susceptible to being run down.
My char forgot
The
to move his
most I can
mouse.
see for it is
No.
maybe seeing some niche use on Rainmaker with Inkvac, but that's not something we're talking about in this tier list, and even if it was, I doubt it would really move it much higher. Squiffer would probably go up here. Another one.
H3 Wall Strikes. It's Suction Strikes. Oh, I forgot. Wait, Suction Strikes is good, though. That's better, though.
Where I don't really know which kit would be better, but I don't really care because I don't think the spot is very different for either of them. Like with GoodTuber, this also has...
Oh, no, wait, that's Dolphin. It's not the... It's... Oh, yeah. I forgot about the one has Wall Bubble, right? That's the wall. That's the wall one. That's the wall one. The other one has Suction Strikes, Wall Bubble, Point Sensor, Cooler.
Of being just
I
way too
forgot.
difficult to pull off, but in
My
this
bad.
case it has a little bit of easier attributes. Its charge time is faster and its jump while charging gives it a little bit of things to work off of. The kits are kind of mediocre though. I don't think either of them really help the weapon too much, and both of the
That is
specials on
what I
this
said,
are
Eric.
kind of expensive for some reason. It's 190 bubble and 200 caster for some reason. I don't really know why. It's just another one of those weapons that is way too difficult to be worth it. Sometimes it can pop off and it looks really satisfying, but the majority of the time
Yeah,
it's
Squiffer
way
is the
too much
montage
work
weapon,
against
bro.
it. Bamboo might be a surprising weapon to put here,
What?
especially after its buff, but yeah, I do really think it goes here for a number of reasons. First off, is
Jara,
the
you
weapon
tripping.
kits. Again, another one where I think both of them are fairly even here, but the first one is stuck with a bad special, while the second one is just kind of outclassed. Fizzy and Chumps does make a lot of sense for Bamboo. Both of them have good combo numbers with it and contribute to some massive painting output. But if I wanted an anchor weapon with massive painting output, there is Incline Tri-Strigger, which is significantly better. Bamboo
Yeah,
does have
okay, you're
mobility
right.
playing for it and some pretty
Good point, Chara.
matchups at mid-range,
Good point, Chara.
which almost made me rank it higher. It's definitely one of the better weapons on this list, but I just don't see the comps where you would really
Why
ever
play
want to pick
Bamboo
this
when you
over
have
other options.
Splatana?
I think it competes too heavily with
Is it
another
same
anchor on your
range?
team, and I don't really see another kind of pseudo anchor. Like
I mean, yeah,
Rapid
bow
Crow that's
exists
worth
though,
running
so.
with this weapon. Because of that, I think the main
But
thing
then
that
it
holds it back
moves
outside of
fast,
the
bro.
weapon
It
kits I talked
moves
about is that
fast.
I really just don't see a comp that you could build around the weapon at all to have it succeed, which might also be partly because of the kits, admittedly. But the main weapon's just in a bit of an awkward spot.
You think
I it
Stamper
really
has
needs
more
a
range than
combat-oriented toolkit that allows
the
this
Bamboo?
weapon to be much more of a slayer at this
Yeah, but
weapon
why
level.
why
But both of the
play
ones it has right now are just
why play
extremely
Bamboo when the
supportive.
custom
So because of
Gucci
that, I just don't
exists?
think it's found its place in this game quite yet. Explosher is another one that is just, again, really struggling to find any sort of position. Both the weapon kits are also mediocre on this one, with custom expo being a little better for allowing you to fend for yourself at least. But this main weapon has a lot of downtime, is very slow and exploitable, and takes the slot of what would usually be one of your stronger weapons in the game as an anchor. There are just too many solid options that have paint or AoE
Explo
or just have
in
much more
C
relevant
tier.
attributes, like a one-shot across the map. Explo's best claim is probably being paired with an anchor weapon, but that ends up being too slow. Around a year ago or so,
Bro, C tier and Explo is actually this is like the most surprising to me yet. I feel like it's a beast in solo queue. And I believe it could very well like be workable up to high level in competitive. Like maybe I'm just fucking stupid, but call me brain dead, but or like call me low level or something, but dude, custom Explo? Really?
when edit was a lot better, Expo and edit kinda solved this problem, but this comp was very exploitable by strong anchors, in which there is a lot of those now. So like with Bamboo, there isn't really a comp for this weapon, but I would say this is a little bit more of a
Nah, bro, Explo is much better than all the other weapons in its tier. That's so fucking cap.
kit problem than usual. The main weapon is also quite nerfed from Splatoon 2, and while I don't think it's necessary,
Weapon ain't high tier, yeah, but it's not like one of the lowest 10 weapons in the game.
And as a final note, I think that Tacticooler is also awful for it, simply because Explo's main claim to fame is how easy it is to trap people with its shots. And when you have cooler ink res, that's a lot easier to deal with. It is a bit unfortunate because I do think Explo has a lot of positive weapon synergies when building around it, even if it
DJ is not on it. I know. Holy fuck.
Kids get dropped one day, this might be able to be saved by something really significant there. Next up is Blob. It is a passive paint spam weapon for the most part, with some ability to go in, but it doesn't have
Blob.
kits that allow it to contribute to that at all. Vanilla Blob is much better.
Yeah.
Summon special that aren't completely terrible and conflict with the weapon's role. It at least got a little.
Wait, Bamboo has a 19.6 range with 20.8 with 100 is also high
Pairs
hitbox.
17, 17, Cicadilla,
I didn't know that.
17, Cicadilla, 17, 17, Cicadilla, 17, 17, Cicadilla, 17, 17, Cicadilla, 17.
The unique form of area denial that it has, with the blobs being able to bounce around, does at least give it something unique to the weapon. And in a few niche scenarios, that can actually be quite useful, even more so with the higher damage. But for the most part, this weapon is a bit too easy to ignore, and if you want to play passively, there are other passive painting options at that range value.
Yeah, Blob is just annoying, bro. It's just annoying to play against, but it doesn't really... Like, if it doesn't shit out Kraken and Rainmaker, it's not really anything to worry about.
And unlike that weapon,
And in zones, it's really just the worst Explo.
and in fact, it usually does, but I guess we'll get to that
In
much
my
later.
opinion.
Poor Ballpoint. It is really sad to see it this low on the list. It just feels unfair, but yeah, I really think it has to go here. The ink vacuum kit is absolutely outclassed by Jet's.
Also, wait, does...
Not order for two.
Does... Wait, I forgot to mute this. Does H3D being on there mean that Chara considers it the best kit of H3? I didn't listen to the opening explanation. I think he said that he's only ranking like the best kit of each. That is very interesting.
Fun one is kind of suffering from having a lot of counters that are the same as the main weapon. Ballpoint is a backline.
I believe that the Suction Strikes one was considerably better in zones. as a support, I guess. But I guess
that likes to fight. It doesn't really
it's
get a whole lot of
subjective.
passive paint value, especially at long range. And that's a cool part of the weapon's identity, but man, is it just not that good at it anymore. The long range fighting capability is okay, but it has a lot of bad matchups, especially pencil and leader, but I don't think options like
Ballpoint
bow
gets
or
just
even
paint
heavy
marked
style
by
are that
normal
much
heavy.
better for it. In addition to that though, long
And
range
kill marked
defensive
by
inkjets
pen.
are kind of a death sentence right now. This special is struggling a lot at dealing with other anchor options and with sustained specials, both of which have gotten even more common recently. In fact, I'd say that, like with Anarchy Nova, it's struggling a lot because Inkjet is in possibly the worst spot it's ever been in since the launch of the game before it got its buffs. This means
Let's be honest about H3, neither kit is good. The kits are great, bro. It's just the main weapon being ass. Like, wall is also decent on H3. It's just that H3 can't really, like, protect the bubble from within. I believe that, like, suction bubble and wall strikes would have probably been better for it overall. Because at least with the suction in your bubble, like, people can't just rush you down. But then again, you don't have to paint or mobility. Like, it's just too slow. It's just too fucking slow. The kits are at least decent.
we have a main weapon that's forced into long-range combat against a lot of things that it doesn't win against, with a special that struggles a lot to get value. The main thing carrying the weapon a bit is its short-range mode, which still does retain a lot of its strengths, but there's also a whole ton of short-range options that are very powerful right now, especially since 11.0. So using your ballpoint short-range mode against something like a blaster or a tri-slosher is not going to end well. Ballpoint can very easily shoot up the tier list given some inkjet or main weapon buffs, but it's definitely gotten far too much negative treatment over the years.
Yeah, like, I mean, of course, like, H3 gets paint marked and strike marked by Splash Neo, but still, like, if Splash for some reason ever got, like, a decent points of special nerf, or they just denied it its ability to spam all this bullshit, then I think H3 stocks for the strike one could rise, you know,
And it's a weapon that really
always
needs some
possible.
of these old nerfs walked back. It's a super unique anchor that I really enjoyed back when it was meta, even though inkjet on it was overtuned at the time, so I do hope it eventually gets to find its way back into the spotlight. Honestly, one of the weapons that's really sad to rank this low. Bubble Hydra is kind of interesting. It's not really that great a main weapon, but Hydra does have some unique properties. In fact, I'd be a little scared of this getting a paint buff the same way Heavy did, as I think it would help it quite a lot. As it stands right now, when full charge, Hydra's DPS, paint power, and ability to deal with HP
Today,
specials is
I'm
pretty
seeing
good. It does
Ballpoint and
still suffer
Hydra in
from
the
a
same
lot of
tier.
backline matchups, but not
Wow.
as bad as Ballpoint does, honestly. And Bubble is a really good special for it. If you're able to set it up, it is honestly pretty nice. And in the monthly challenge, we even saw it a little bit in tower control. Though again, that's not a subject for this video and wouldn't really move the weapon up that much either. I still think that the weapon's incredibly slow speed necessary for balancing it creates a bit too much of a problem for the weapon to work around right now. Again, unless if maybe they give it some insane painting buff like what Heavy got. As its ability to get bubble more frequently would allow it to deal with that problem by just setting up as a defensive turret. Not sure if we want to deal with that though. As of right now, Hydra does definitely have its moments, and the main weapon can't be underestimated.
Yeah, man,
But
sniping
it
inkjets
also
is
just
nice,
dealing with a lot of
always.
counters due
Or
to
just
its
shooting
slow
inkjets down
speed
in
and difficulty
the
to
general.
set up. That makes it very hard to match the pacing of this meta or the anchor matchups that you're going to be dealing with. Last
Hard Rubble, toxic as fuck. Good that it's bad.
for this tier is the
I mean, yeah, it is
custom
annoying
Dowser
to play
Dualies.
against
I
in tower
can't believe
control.
the 2-frame end lag buff didn't do anything here. Dowser Dualies did not have enough long distance pressure to be an anchor. It doesn't paint well enough to be a support, and it doesn't kill well enough to be a slayer. It also
Spit, Jara, dude, this weapon is garbage. It's turbo doo-doo, bro. Like, it is so disappointing how ass Dowsers are.
ability to pull attention from other players. This weapon just cannot find its spot, and none of the buffs it's getting are really helping it with that. It does not have a clear identity in the slightest, and it needs some
Exactly.
significant buffs, and whatever area the devs want it to be, it needs some significant buffs in that direction. That
Yes,
said,
sir.
The main weapon still manages to sneak here through having an incredible kit in custom Dowser Dualies with Burst Bomb and Tri-Strike, and the main weapon still absolutely having its moments from time to time, but there is just way too much going wrong here. If the
Straight
weapon
up.
had a better identity, I think it'd go pretty far, but like with a lot of weapons here, the attributes that it has just conflicts too heavily with too many options to really find an overall home in comp building. That's an interesting theme to have for this entire tier pretty much, as all of these weapons suffered from that to some extent. But as of right now, until we see some changes, this is about where I see it ending up. So before
I
we get into the more
agree with that
decent
one.
weapons, I do
100%. The That was absolutely spot on.
I do think there is a quality jump between C and B tier. I think it's time to take a detour and talk about the specials a little bit. So let's swap over to ranking those. So
Alright, we got a special tier list as well. What the fuck? Okay, before that, I gotta get my points back though. No game audio? I did increase it though. Wait, why is it shown 3 times? My game audio for some reason shows up 3 times. Like my audio mixer in Windows just says that there's 3 sources. There's not 3. I'm guaranteeing you. Oh, I have a cooler on my team. That's so cool. Whoa, okay. Ah. Uh-oh. Oh, why do I pick that? Ah. Oh. Okay. Okay, bro, having double cooler is really nice. Aww. That sucked. Ah. He got on the tent like second later, I would have killed him. Oh. Has someone seen tits nowadays? Because it's just... I just can't see any of them. Yeah, and they've become really rare nowadays. Actually endangered, some might say. I don't even think the KO counted. Ah. Dude, this game was so fucking easy. It didn't even feel like I was feeding. Like fucking played on autopilot. They don't live in my area. There's a load of them here. I would love to see some boobies. The bird. Most normal Splatoon stream chat. I'm gonna go looking for some tits tomorrow. Booby hunting in my free time. Call me the booby hunter. Don't clip that out of context. Dum, bum, 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 bum. Checking my head. Can't believe Ben would be booby hunter. I'd be endangered at this rate. I'll leave some boobies for the rest of you, don't worry. My success rate isn't very high. Hunting for boobies. Ah, it's his Griffer. I was hearing the shot, the sound of the shots, but I didn't know where it came from. Ah. Guess who's watching Project Hail Mary again? Your mom? Oh, that burst! Oh, annoying. Oh! Yeah, bro, you're fucked. Nice jump. What? Did you see that? What the fuck? What was that? What? Nah, 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 nah. What? That's not how weapons are supposed to move in this game. Bro flew across the screen. Like, what's up with that, bro? Oh, okay. Okay. What happened? The splash just slingshotted across my screen. Oh, fuck this gun, bro. Good shit, team. Nice. Ooh. Right. Okay, look at the right side. Look, let's look at this in particular. Do you see a splash coming up? You see a splash coming up? Wait. It's not supposed to look like that. It really is not supposed to look that. See that? He's walking through the air. Do you see that? He's moving at like twice the intended speed, bro. Alright, sure. Oh. The frame perfect bunny hop, of course. At least we're able to find games pretty fast. There was no shot! Okay. Fuck his ass up, sloshing. Let's go. That's my goat. I trade that? No, I don't. The Nazi sploosh? Yeah, probably. Going to kill himself as a good Nazi should. Holy, I don't get that jump. It's my housemate's birthday? Whoa! Happy birthday to them. Happy birthday to Country's housemate. Happy birthday to Country's housemate. Happy birthday, happy birthday to Country's housemate. Happy birthday to Country's housemate. Great job, teammate. Oh, I killed myself. Made a force. Oh, holy dude, burst combo in my fucking face. Come on, how unlucky can I be? You have your birthday tomorrow, Yosho? So like in like 1 hour? Oh no. Am I just being DDoSed at this point? Like, this is the second time today. Whoa, what the fuck? It's just fucking bullshit, bro. What? Like, come on. Oh wait, oops. You shouldn't see this. Oops, oops, oops. IP address leaked. Fuck. No, my download is completely fine. I have like 90 Mbits download, 10 up. Like, dude, like... Dude, this game! This fuck-ass game! Holy shit! Oh, I hope I don't wake my parents up, but dude, this fucking game. Dude, if I was at like, if I was going for a high power, and I would lose like 100 points or like 200 points because of this bullshit, I would legit throw my controller against the wall right now. It is so ass, bro. How can this be punished? How do I get a lose for that because of Nintendo's fucking pathetic dogshit online system? This is the most insanely fucking stupid system ever imaginable. And we're like 3 years into the game by now, and nobody's caring to even fix this bullshit. And it's really just my bad for playing the game at this point. This is so straight ass. Can we just play Tomodachi Life? I don't have that. I don't want to buy a game because I think I would just play it for like 10 minutes and then never again. Oh.
I'm gonna keep the specials short and sweet. A lot of them don't have too many things that have changed about them, just the game around it. That said, I am gonna try to order every single one. So, what's the worst special in the game? Well, I think it's a new candidate this time. That would be Killer Whale 5.1. Yeah, so the worst special in the game, if it hasn't gotten obvious by now, is actually not bad. The lowest tier that we have here is a C tier for a reason. I really think that the lower end of specials is not completely terrible at this point. So, what makes Whale the least used option? Personally,
Dude, I think Whale gets like 0.5 kills a game. It's like every second game you maybe get a pig. And it's really just based on how awful your opponents are. Like if they move in a very dumb way, like into their teammates and they just kill one of the teammates because of that or something like that, it's just...
I think the special doesn't do a whole lot.
Hi, Venom Doubt. We join Maxing with Chara, bro. I'm demise maxing, I'm despair maxing because I fucking DC'd twice because of Nintendo's awful dog shit online. Like,
but not too specifically. It can sometimes do damage, but it is quite easy to avoid it with how it locks onto you. It can be a little bit punishing if you mess it up, but only if you're in a
oh yeah, I hope you're doing better than I am.
It still does help. You can pop it when you're pushing against the other team. It will probably do something. It has some value, but a lot of specials just tend to do way more than this one does. Inkjet is gonna be barely higher for me. It has fallen very, very, very far from grace here. I think this special kind of has two main problems, which is one, it struggles into backlines and there's more backlines than ever before.
$20.
And two, it struggles into HP specials and there is so many HP specials. It can break Crab alright, but it does absolutely no damage into Inkvac and Bubble, and those are very common right now. Inkjet's value is just way too inconsistent. It has a very easily punishable recall, and it has far too many bad matchups to find a lot of its strengths. In addition to that, in order to maintain some
X hasn't been bad, I just hate today's maps. I mean, the current rotation is alright, I think. It's just like DCing twice. Like, come on, Nintendo. Having to wait 10 minutes? Having to wait 10 minutes because they cannot, for the fucking love of them. This my small indie company cannot invest into fucking proper online structure, dude. They fucking hate Nintendo with all my heart sometimes.
HP options, like you can zip through an Inkvac occasionally, but the main weapons at this point have so many one-shot options that are very good at shutting this thing down. A lot of weapons that can fight off Zipcasters fairly effectively, and a lot of Zipcaster weapons just don't get Zipcaster very often either, so it's going to be quite a bad thing if you happen to die in it. Like with Jet, it also shares a punishable recall, and it's the same thing. Both of these specials are very hard. Sometimes you'll get good value out of them, but the majority of the time, the difficulty is just not worth it. And
the thing is, like, the game just can't comprehend if you like pull your switch out of the dock, making your team lose. Or maybe you want to avoid losing points. I would just say, as long as you're in the lead and you DC, you shouldn't be punished for it. Maybe that's something you can do. Maybe if you DC after you lost the lead, then maybe you should lose points for that. But at least that way, sometimes you don't lose your points, or sometimes you don't get the loss automatically if you were in the lead until that. Because it's probably hard to have the console notice or like decide in between. This was a voluntary DC, like that guy DC'd by choice because he picked out his switch out of his dock. Or this was a TC on our behalf because we are fucking awful and we cannot code a fucking game.
Is like the same thing all over again. Obviously, you don't have as much risk of dying, but it's a lot easier to do nothing with
Kraken and
losing your
Seep
main
here?
weapon for 8 seconds could be quite bad. This one is at least getting a little bit more value since it is good into ink vac and bubble. It can sometimes displace people out of it or kill the vacuum user or those in it. That's really its only claim to fame though. You must use it when that other special is active and then use it in a spot where you'll be able to get good value and get out. And it's still hard to kill people with it because other players' mobility is just that much higher. Again, has its moments, but like there are so many big hitbox safer specials we could be using instead. Finally, rounding out this tier is Inkstorm. I mean, it's fine. It paints a good bit. It can help you heal a little bit sometimes. And
Thing is about these 3 specials in particular, they're all based on the user's skill. It's like, yeah, you need to be really good with Inkjet to have value. Yep, you need to be really good with Zipcaster to have value. And yep, you need to know what you're doing. You need to know where the opponents are. If you use Kraken, you need to be like you need to know how to use it in certain situations to be able to get value out of it. Whale is just Whale, and Rain does what it does, but it doesn't do anything like really, really good. But yeah, these 3 especially are just, they can be like close to no value at all if the user doesn't know what they're doing. So I very much 100% agree with Chara on the special tier list so far.
the damage it does is okay. Well, that part's kind of pathetic. Inkstorm is kind of like Killer Whale.
The specials with skill expression are way too difficult for no reason at all. I mean, you could argue that Crab also has skill expression.
Really do a whole lot, but I find it does at least a little bit more than Killer Whale, mostly just because it puts pain on the floor. And the pain
Screen not being here is really interesting though, at least so far.
it outputs really isn't bad. The radius around it is quite large as well. It just doesn't really have that immediate impact that a lot of other specials have, but passively, it can get stuff done. On to the next tier, we have Triple Splashdown, and I'm going to talk about Trizuka as a slightly better option right alongside it. Both of these specials fall into the, you guessed it, inconsistency problem. Sometimes you'll get high value, sometimes you won't. Compared to the C tier specials though, I think these have a little
I think Triple Splashdown hate is forced, bro. I feel like you can get a crazy amount of Triple Splashdown sometimes. So maybe that's just me as a solo queue warrior. But still, like, Custom Blaster is a crazy good weapon right now. Like, there's not a whole lot of weapons that are good with Triple Splashdown. I mean, it's really just M-Parries and Custom Blaster that I know off the top of my head, but... And I mean, yeah, Explo. But still, like, Custom Blaster is crazy good with Triple Splashdown. And outside Japan, there's like 2 people that reliably shoot down all fists and don't die. So it's like a guaranteed trade in most cases. Blaster not Splashdown. Like, to me, Splashdown is at least A tier. I think B is super low for Splashdown.
Or going for them. Trizuka's range, lack of startup, and solid AoE means that if you don't get kills from it, you're likely to still at least live or get decent value.
Like, don't get me wrong, it's not like it's a crazy special, but like you can just go in and get guaranteed trades reliably. also do crazy objective damage and all that, and zone cheese as well. Yeah, it can cooler run in and guarantee trades, like, or at least like, I mean, if you go in at good times, or if you have two enemies on you, it's like really easy to get positive value out of it. Like that's why Custom Blaster is so broken in zones, or like in X-Rank in general, because it's getting value with Splashdown is so free. So I feel like B is very low for triple Splashdown. I would be fine with A, because like there is a limit to how much impact you can have, especially on retakes. But if you have cooler and you go in, I feel like it's a really decent special. That's how high Ori is.
Out of it when coordinated properly. So at worst, it's not going to cost you as much as a bad Kraken zip.
Maybe it's just that it fits really good with Custom Blaster's kit. But like, yeah, it's not gonna carry a custom Explo. It's not gonna carry Emperor Dualies, I guess, but still, it's like super reliable, I think.
Or Inkjet. Triple Splashdown can get you killed sometimes, but that's kind of a given with the special. The insane paint output, ability to kill opponents, and work through pretty much all HP specials outside of a well-positioned ink vacuum gives it a lot more immediate usage that makes it much better at keeping active momentum and kill streaks on the right weapon. Therefore, I think it belongs here too, but just a little bit lower than Zuka. I think that special finds a bit more value on average. Time to change it up a bit with another duo. We have
getting reliable value on Zuka is so much harder than on Splashdown. Am I crazy?
And Super Chump up next. Both of these are also pretty solid.
Bro. Splashdown in the same tier with Super Chump is crazy. Wait, I had to delete a game download real quick. Okay, everybody sing with me. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Yoshel Boshel. Happy birthday to you. Yes, sir.
Specials that have gotten a little bit better in the more recent update. Keeping main weapons active is important if the main weapons are strong, and both of these do that. Wavebreaker gets a lot more utility now, with locating people making it easier to see HP.
Nah, jump isn't useless, especially on comms with like incline stringer, or I guess Gold Dynamo, but nobody uses that. I just think that putting again, Chara is completely entitled to his opinion, much more knowledgeable about competitive than I am currently, but like putting Splashdown into the same tier as Wavebreaker and Chums is just feels wrong to me.
Jumping being more punished since you're in human form. As for Super Chump, it's mostly just been comp developments. The ability to get that much paint on the floor that fast is just insane. Super Chump paints like 120 points when it lands, and that's not even counting the amount it paints if opponents are shooting over them as the chumps explode. I get it's a very boring and sad reason for the special to be in a solid spot finally, but that really is the reason. The body blocking isn't that crazy, it's just the fastest special.
I left to get cake. Thank you guys. You're welcome, man. Happy birthday.
To use it, get your weapon back, and it paints a lot. Finally is missiles, the better version of Killer Whale. So there's not a whole lot to say here. It's all the things that missiles used to do, just weaker due to the smaller outside hitbox and 10-second cooldown compared to Splatoon 1. The damage numbers from even a single missile are threatening enough to work off all options, the shot calling capabilities with locating people are much better, and the ability to displace people regardless of range and for the entire team are still broken qualities that are really just balanced out by the insanely long 10-second cooldown. Next up in A tier, we have a lone special, the Reef Slider. It's gonna be the only one here, and I really don't have much to say.
I feel like realistically, I just feel like from my personal judgment, Slider and triple Splashdown usually have like the same kind of value, but I feel like triple Splashdown is more reliable. I really do feel like it's more reliable than Reef. Like Reef, you need to be much more aware of your of the position. Well, with triple splashing, you just go anywhere on the map and GG. I'm just hopping in to say hi. I have work in 8 hours, so I'm heading to bed. Have fun, Ben. Hope it's all going well. Thank you, Reuse. Have a good rest and good luck with work tomorrow.
About it. And it's mostly because this is the last of our inconsistent special options, which might be surprising to some people, but I really do think this is the last one. Reef Slider can have insanely high value. It still paints enough to cap zones well with some special power up if people
They should be close together. Also, triple splashdown is very good to ledge camp. You can make the fist spawn up. Yeah.
For that, but its combat capabilities have been what have really been tuned up.
I forgot. Yeah, do you actually play? Did you play a triple splashdown weapon, Yoshel? If you play Recycle Umbrella.
Sure, you don't travel as far.
Forgot it has the special.
Higher makes it much more consistent at a lot of spots that would normally be safe at evading the special. And, well, it's just a giant explosion radius. Again, unfortunately, there's not a whole lot interesting to say about the special. Its 220 and 70 radiuses are just both very large and consistent at hitting people. If you use it in a big team fight, the giant paint and damage radiuses will be very likely to work with you. However, if mistimed or not positioned correctly, you can very easily just get blown up, and you also need Tacticooler to have a viable escape option out of it. So it will either be massive value or do absolutely nothing besides get you killed. This is the dynamic of the Reef Slider. Next up for S tier, at the very bottom of it is the Crab Tank. This might be kind of surprising, but Crab, again, has a lot more counters than it used to be, and this has kind of just been the common trend. A lot of other specials have been getting stronger and therefore have been getting
Recycle MK2 is so good. Running it in Rainmaker with Optic Shredder is so funny. You win like every pop, even the normal shots deal very good damage to the shield.
better against it, with the most recent specials being Ink Vacuum and Ultra Stamp. I will say it's dynamic.
The Recycle is one of those weapons I wish I was good with, although it has like crazy high potential. It is the potential man in Splatoon 3 right now, I think.
With Inkvac is at least a little interesting because you can be one of the few options
Like
to
the,
fill the vacuum up and
the
kill the user
reliable
before they can
kills
shoot.
it
However,
gets is so
that
nice.
a big trade-off because you are also giving a full charge vac, which is basically giving them a thrown booyah bomb if they don't die. So you really don't want to mess that up. Crab is still safe a lot of the time. Its AoE shot is still very good. Its damage per second with the standard fire is solid. It's all the things that Crab has done since the start of the game. It's still a special that has a whole ton of options and unique skill expression. So I'm glad it's still here. But when fighting it, it just has a lot more options against it that make it a bit weaker than it used to be, though honestly in a fine spot to me. Up next is the Ultra Stamp. Being slightly nerfed in the recent version with the smaller hitbox, I still think it's one of the better specials. Is this really not in the inconsistent category? Okay, well, maybe that's not fair. Ultra Stamp does have some inconsistencies, but I think it's largely a skill issue at this point if I'm being honest. If you're in a good enough spot to use the rush mode should work fine. And if you're not, you have a throw mode with a giant 220, even if not as giant, and a even larger 60 damage hitbox. That variety of options should give you more than enough to find a use in combat, and the variety of uses between the rush
To see the day that Hammer is above all of these specials is really interesting.
mode and throne mode gives you options at a variety of ranges. Add on top of that the throne mode can give you your main weapon back very fast, and you have an incredibly flexible special. And that isn't even talking about the fact that it's one of the best options against HP specials. You can throw it at a crab, you can hammer through a bubble, or hammer through an ink vacuum. The matchups are obviously a little bit more back and forth than that, but the point is Ultra Stamp really has an option for pretty much every single scenario, while also being quick and easy to use for pretty much any weapon that has it. This means it flows incredibly well, and just has a whole lot going for it. Big Bubbler would be up next. I think this is about a fair spot for it. Bubble has some difficulties getting set up and has its fair share of counters against it, but when set up, Bubble has a ridiculous amount of staying power. The sheer amount of HP it has can be very difficult to work through, and it can stay up for a loot.
I actually think Hammer is a bit overrated. It's just the throw that's good. Rush rarely has uses, and it's too easy to shoot down. I think I do agree. We're gaming! And it's not Slosher. Ooh, he's on 96. I just want to play a few games with zones maybe. And then I think I'll stop. Whole team dead. Ultra brush get value, please. Ah. Oh shit, edit. Oh, Sag. I feel like I played that really smart for the most part. Oh, like teammates, you need to keep shooting at him non-stop when I drop in. Nah, dude, this fucking map, bro. I don't know. I thought I could have fun. I was wrong. Right. We're gonna win this next one and then I stop. You need the fish head? Yeah, we're getting fish head dipped. This hay fever is killing me. I can't even eat in peace. Heartbreak, defo the worst part of spring. Oh man, allergies suck. Okay. Okay. Oh. Oh, teammate, turn around, shoot him! What the fuck? Nah, he doesn't know. We're getting awareness marked. Dude, this damage is so insane. Is my shot DCing? I think he's DCing. What is wrong with this game, bro? Aw. Bro. Actually crazy that I capped that. Teammate! Teammate! Calm down! Oh, really? That peak kills me? No. Oh. Oh, huge vac. Points. Ah. We're gonna get those points, guys. Okay, I gotta get those points real quick, and then we're gonna continue watching. I enjoy those three matches very much. They are so chill and slow paced. Bum, 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 bum. Mm, 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 mm. Okay, of course we go back to the fucking insanely dark shit map. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Bo, please live and use your chumps. Bo, please use chumps. Bo, please use chumps. Oh, come on! Holy ass, bro. This weapon sometimes. Oh, okay. Oh. Just let me escape around the fucking corner, bro. Shoot his ass! Shoot his ass! Shoot his ass, bro! Okay, I don't think he knows about that he can't kill me with stamp. Teammate, what are we doing there? Please explain the positioning. Oh, I was focused on helping my teammate. Why do we jump there? Why jump to me? Why ever jump to me and not the bow? Make it make sense, bro. It just doesn't make any fucking sense. Oh, all of a sudden we just activate beast mode. Okay, sure, Stamper. Holy fuck! Did my teammates forget to like learn how to hold a controller? Dude, it's... Yeah.
Ludicrously long time if opponents aren't able to shoot it down at all. Putting it on high grounds or key positions can allow you to stand in places that you just couldn't normally do otherwise, and people are only getting better at using the value from it. Add on top of that,
Oh, like, what happened? What happened? All of a sudden, nobody knows how to play the game anymore, and we just all kill ourselves? Like, nobody wants to
tool, and
win
you have a
anymore?
special
Like,
that's just
come
very
on,
good at
bro.
what it does. It's not as flexible as other options, but if you have it in the right scenario, Bubble gets value that no other special can get. The last special in this tier, though, is going to be Ink Vacuum. Ink Vacuum is definitely bolstered in competitive play due to Vacuum 96's ability to get a ton of them. But even with that spam ability aside, I can't deny how much more powerful this special has gotten since the HP buff. Going from 800 to 1200 is a ridiculous increase that's made filling Ink Vacuum as a way of counterplaying it almost impossible. And well, the main options that are good at that, such as the Splatanas, have never been in a weaker spot. Ink Vacuum just doesn't have a whole lot of ways to deal with it anymore. You have to force it in a bad location and really make sure you have enough damage to fill up the special and kill it, or have an option that can kill through it. All three of these options are very risky and have their own fair share of problems. Vacuum is a great special for sustaining an area, but compared to Bubble, it's much better at also now the best special at capping zone with very little ability to deal with
I agree with
You
Strikes
use
and
it to
X.
get your main weapon back.
I agree with Strikes and X. I think it is still crazy to me how it has been this good for this long. Because, like, any weapon that does have Strikes and Kit is at least okay. I mean, like, Strikes by themselves are okay, not dozens though. They're pretty fucked. But still, like, Strikes are so crazy. Crazy paint, crazy spam ability, crazy, like, the most insane damage.
The
It's
only real
just
downside
crazy.
is you don't have it in combat, and it's going to be good into pretty much any other special in the game. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this special being as good as it is if it wasn't obvious. Booyah Bomb is just a little bit overtuned and very good into everything. It needs to.
Hmm. I feel like Booyah is a little bit worse than Strikes, maybe. I would have put Booyah in S, probably. Booyah in S. And... Yeah. Just move Booyah down 1. Maybe move Hammer down to A as well. And move Splashdown up 1. Those are my 3 changes I would do, probably.
Have a little bit less HP, I think, but as it stands right now, it's a good panic option in a lot of scenarios to keep you alive. You can hold it in the air for a long time to stall. It still paints a ridiculous amount. Its damage to a lot of objects and specials are very good. Though I will say Ink Vacuum is one of the better specials at dealing with it, so it's nice it at least has a counter. But overall, the sheer amount of flexibility makes it good on pretty much any weapon in pretty much any situation, which makes it much easier to stack than any of the other specials. I don't really think you want 2 of any of the other specials in this list. You can get away with some of them like Ultra Stamp, but I don't think it's optimal. Booyah Bomb, on the other hand, I wouldn't critique
Double
at all.
double
if you had
stamp?
2 of them. I think that's just normal. That said, Tacticooler is number 1. I mean, what do you even want me to say about it, right? I mean, it's cooler. It's a necessity at this point. It gives way too important buffs and allows you to fight more often, maintain the specials that you need for retake, and play to the fast pacing that this game requires. And Cooler's done well since basically forever. It's not getting off that high horse anytime soon. My bad, Tamamo. But yeah, that's it. That's all the specials.
Did chat freeze? No. Cooler should be its own tier, dude. It's just essential. You could argue about that. At this point, there really are no Cooler's comps, so you could argue for that. Yeah, I don't think that's a crazy thing to say. I still believe that it would be more fair to have Booyah in S, though. Those are my 3 points again. Move Booyah down 1, move Hammer down 1, Splashdown up at least 1. Not 1, okay. It's fine in A.
Wait a minute. Oh, I forgot about something.
Oh, okay. I was like, wait. We're putting all of these. I forgot about screen here. But yeah, screen has to be down there. I was like, wait, you're putting screen in A tier? Wait, you're putting screen in S tier? Nah, okay, never mind.
D tier special in the game.
Shara be trolling us.
It's splatter color screen. I feel like it might be easy to forget this is in the game because it's barely ever used. It's by far the worst special in solo queue due to its ability to grief your own team. And guess what? It's definitely in its own tier as the only special that I wouldn't say is mediocre in this game. Like, even everything in C tier has some uses. This one is just not worth it. Any of the weapons you could want to enable with screen are just going to be better with other options. There are so many powerful mid and long.
We need a quad screen comp, and like everybody uses the screen in one location, and it's like you get one shotted by a screen because they all do like how much damage do they do? 20? Okay, they don't even one shot you with full screens, but still,
range
you get the
weapons that you
point.
don't want to mitigate by having a giant screen barrier. And it just overall isn't that useful. There's really not many things I can say about this special. It doesn't.
How much damage does it do? Does it do 25 or 20? Splatter, color, screen. Days damage 40. Okay, it does kill. It does kill. With 4 on one spot, with 3 in one spot, it does kill.
Really do anything particularly well, and it's the only one in the game that has a significant amount of negative effects towards your own team. So yeah, that's where I'd say the specials stand. Let's jump back to our mid tiers here. So first up in B tier is Jet Sculpture. I'm putting Jet Sculpture here out of obligation. Originally this was going to be a tier lower, but I'm putting it here because yeah, Vacuum is definitely a lot better right now. I think that this weapon is very not worth using over Vacuum 96. In theory, they seem very similar, but the big difference is the fact that, one, the weapon slots are far less awkward, as 96 is more of a mid-range gun with a good paint output rather than an anchor weapon. But two, even if you tried to run Vacuum 96 as more of a midline weapon, that just makes the comparison between it and 96 even worse. In theory, I guess you could do it if you were the world's biggest Jet Sculpture fan, but I really don't see the reason for doing so. Even then, though, a 180p ink vacuum from a weapon that has this much paint, good mobility, and solid damage numbers to combo with teammates can only be ranked so low. And honestly, if this was the Jet Sculpture with a Burst Bomb kit, it might even have a chance of competing with 96. But as it stands with Dart, I just think the other option is better. I'll save most of my talk about Ink Vacuum 96's insane spammability and what it enables much later when we get to it. I guess the final thing I'll say for now though is most of those comps really like the higher damage single shot over the 32 damage shot. It combos with surprisingly little things that want to play with VAC 96. L3D is up next, barely making it into B tier as well. I just don't think the flaws of the weapon are anything as bad as those in C. I do think it is essentially just a worse Vimy at the end of the day. You have a little bit more range in exchange for being worse at, well, pretty much everything else, and the kit is identical. The vanilla L3's crab spam is okay, and the Inkjet L3's inkjet spam is okay, though you don't really want inkjet spam in the first place, and even then I'd argue, sadly, Nova's pretty comparable to it, though at least this one has a better sub. The one with Hammer is definitely the better one just because, well, as we just talked about, Hammer is a lot better, but I'd just rather have a Vimy a lot of the time. So the ranking for this weapon came down to how much worse do I think it is. If Vimy was taken out of the game, how likely would people pick this weapon? And yeah, about here fits. The weapon's combat capabilities are just kinda limited. It gets punished a decent bit, even though it doesn't seem that slow, because the combos you need to kill are harder. You don't have MPU in this game, and Burst Bomb is more expensive after all. So this seems like the most reasonable spot I can give it. Rapid Deco's a weapon I wish I could rank higher, and is another weapon where I have to talk about, man, this would be awesome if Inkjet were just slightly better, right? To be fair, 11.0 did make this a lot better. Like, it paints a bit more, so your Inkjet spam isn't too bad, and the radius increase does help out with small rapid quite a lot. It feels kind of like you have the MPU blast radius in Splatoon 2. The weapon's alright at combat, but it is in a bit of an awkward spot. Rapid Pro simply has the proper range to be able to really exploit a lot more matchups and be ran with better comps. In addition to that though, Rapid Pro just has better weapon kits. Without Inkjet being a super amazing special, Vanilla Rapid and Rapid Deco both have much weaker options, as the Strike and Mine kit do not allow you to play anywhere near as aggressively as you do to make this kit work.
Also, Jet, one of the two weapons in the game that benefit from Dart. It makes the 4-shot a 2-shot. Small Rapid feels like the worst weapon in the game when encountering it in X. No, I disagree. It's just that, like, right now with also V-Blaster being so crazy strong and being like almost same range, it's just so hard as well. Inkjet being so much worse than Triple Splashdown or Bubble. And like the Strike one is okay, but then you just have Mines, which is just not what you want. You have no combo tool at all, so.
and if you want to be passive, there is still an insane amount of weapon kit synergy here. The combination of Torp, Inkjet, and Rapid has so many different things that should work together, and back when it came out and Inkjet was good, it did. But nowadays, there's just a bit too many problems between the main weapon slightly lacking, torpedo combos not being as good as they used to be, but most importantly, it is a 210 special that is not good to have right now. The recently buffed Flings a Roller is up next. Another one that I think has an okay game plan. The buff does help it a little bit, as vertical flick spamming to paint is something you do a lot, and if you need to use it for combat, it's much easier to switch between the two. The horizontal flick is just incredibly inconsistent though, and more importantly, it doesn't really have a way to be set up. As I talked about before, screen is incredibly weak right now, and Flings a Roller will typically want to be paired with another backline, so it is especially bad.
Yeah, Flingza is, I feel it's decent in solo queue, but it just doesn't fit into any competitive. Also, guys, I think I'm gonna pause it here. Maybe continue tomorrow because I gotta go to sleep because I do have to wake up tomorrow to continue studying. So I think this is a good point to end the stream today. So I want to thank you all again for watching. Hope you guys had fun and enjoyed the stream, and good night, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow, maybe tomorrow, maybe on tomorrow, we'll see. Who cares? Good night. Good night to you gooners.